Right, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's Darryl Johnson from Middlesbrough, north east of England today. Got old classic music there at the start. No idea what it's called, but it's some non-copyright music. Welcome those who've joined Doughty FC, Liam Martin, Sam McNeil. Feel free to call in at any point in the stream, but before you do, please do look at the description first before. Call-wise, I can take calls on any. I can take them on Skype, Hangout, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger. However, for Facebook Messenger, you have to be a contact. You have to have me as a contact already. Instagram's free for all. Skype is free for all. And for Hangouts, you have to already be a contact with me before. You already have to have me as a contact before. It's going to be an interesting debate, I think, this. And it's one that I've talked about before. And I can't remember what it was on the story before. Joe's trying to call me. I'm just going to... before I take any calls yet, I'm just going to... not going to accept the call yet, lads. I'm just going to talk about this first of all. So, is money ruining modern football? Now, in my opinion, yes, I think it is. And I think it's because if you look at the transfer prices, you've got prices like young players who are 19, 20, 21. João Felix, now I mentioned him on the transfer show on Friday night, apologies, that he's, being offered a 112 million transfer from Atletico Madrid. Now, in my opinion, it's way too much. And I think modern football does get ruined by money. Because you have to think of financial things. And there's finances, there's all sorts of stuff. But it is mainly... Obviously, it's not just my opinion. Obviously, it's my stream and I'll obviously give my opinion as well. But this is your show. What's your opinion? People will agree, people will disagree. But I'm not going to go over the top if people disagree or anything. I say it's your opinion. Your opinion counts. Do you agree? Do you disagree? Is money ruining football? Why? Let me know. And welcome to the people who have tuned in. Joe Willett, thanks for joining me. Sam McNeil, Rashford Javara, thanks for joining. Liam's just put a description of what the stream is. It's hype. Thanks for joining, Charlie. Thank you very much for tuning in. Do go subscribe to Joe Willis' channel. He did a 24-hour live stream along with Jude, who is the Watford Hornet. And that's still a channel I do support, even though me and Jude have had issues before. But I'm not going to go into detail with that. If you don't have me on if you haven't got me on Hangouts, then preferably Skype. But we did have Joe was trying to call in there. Sorry I didn't answer the call. But as I say, if you want to call in, just make sure you do please look at the description first of all, because it does explain stuff down there. Marcus Herbert, thank you very much for tuning in. He's put, yes, it is ruining football. If you put yes or no, please, I'd like to know why. I'd like people to evaluate it. Not evaluate, express on their thought. I did put something on there. I did do a poll on Instagram, and I don't know if I have it saved. I don't think I do, but I think there was about 60. I think there was about 60. Hold on a second. Rashford Javara's calling. I'll quickly get on to him first. Sorry about this, lads. Just want to say welcome to Watford Hornet. Thanks for joining in. Flogger FC. ST FIFA HD, just let you know, I don't like being called mush, but that's fine. Oh, that's why it won't let me answer the call. I've put it on that. I didn't mean to miss the call, but feel free to call in again, lads. I'll get onto Instagram, just make sure there's no calls coming in on Instagram. Now we're getting a Skype call from Master Driver. Give me a second. It's hype. It's put. I think it. What's it doing? I haven't got the notifications turned off, so why I answered a call and it goes off. What's going on with Instagram today? Joe's just tried to call me as well. Hold on, I'll try. Right. We'll take Westwood Hours first, lads, okay? If it lets me onto it. Okay, I'll be with you in a minute, mate. I think it is ruining football, to be honest. Not just transfers, ticket prices, merchandise, etc. Mr. Money Gaming, thank you very much for joining the stream. And I'm sorting with YouTube at the moment. But yeah, thank you very much for tuning in, lads. Please do leave a like and get your comments in the comment section down below. Why did I get an unmoderate? Right, the reason being, I'm trying to cut down on the amount of moderators because I've got a lot of moderators at the minute. This is nothing bad, but I'm trying to I mainly give it to people who's been on the streams like practically every single stream now. That's if you keep tuning in, Mr. Money Gaming, now I will give it back. But I have had to take it off people. Can you tell everyone to sub to a fake Londoner? Okay, yes, up to him. Yeah. Nick Muller's put yo. Yeah, I know you rang Joe. But it didn't come up at first for some reason. We'll get Joe on after we've had Rashford, Jawara. Train tickets is the worst thing. I don't think that's really down to football. I think that's just down to football. Nearly said football. Sam McNeil's put Insta. Read me comment. What's he put? I supposed. Hi, Daz. Right. Okay. That's it for the minute. We'll get on to the calls minute. If we don't get onto your call, I do apologise. I'll try and give you as many calls as I can. Rashid, can you hear me, mate?
Yep, hello? That's
Hello, mate. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. How's the day?
Yep. Welcome back to the channel, mate. And what would you like to say?
Yeah, yeah. You know,
Still there? Is he still there?
can you hear me?
Yeah, there you go. Now I can hear you, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I can.
Yep. What would you like to say, mate?
You know, this it's been asked like is money ruining the
Yeah.
so then because it's hard. There's loads of points on yes, but at the same time loads of points on no. So if you said it's more money ruining football, say yes, but for me, I'll say no. But as a United fan, you are looking at it at, but you don't have to look the point as for your club because we are talking about football here.
Yes.
But of United, definitely yes. But in football, overall, it's not. I think it's real football because how the players earn money, that's based on their personal life. That's what matters is on the pitch. If the player is earning too much money, if the players are earning too much money and delivering on the pitch, that doesn't ruin anything. But there are some players that are earning loads of money that is disturbing their game of football. You get me?
Yeah.
And there are loads of examples in United. But if you go to other big clubs like Juventus, Barcelona, you get me. You can see playing that they don't even earning much. Like, can you believe it? Today, Marcus Rashford and Kevin De Bruyne, 150K, I think. Harry Kane hasn't worth it. He ain't earning that.
Yeah.
There are loads of players, but for Marcus Rashford, what I have to say is, he's not worth that. I think he should be earning 150K a week or things like the amount like that. But you can't just jump and blame the because Marcus Rashford. If you see a team or money based on that team or plan, just say it. and he asked me whether Ronaldo worth 1 million a week. I said, you are saying Ronaldo and asking me Rashford, like, what are you talking about? Because he said Ronaldo is a finished article, like he's done it, he's done it. He's not that player, like he's done it already. He scored 600 club goals. That's, I'm not just saying Rashford. There are plenty of players. I'm not just Man United. Plenty of players who are earning more. But people comparing them with, players article, like the finished article. Martial is not finished article, and we are saying Marcus Rashford and forget about Martial. Like Martial is on the same amount, almost I think on the same amount, and he's not a finished article. Yeah, he scored more goals than Marcus Rashford at Man United, but they're still young and they're not the finished article because some players are big money. They don't and these players, some players are very young, and then earning that loads of money, it's not going to help. It's not going to help. At the same time, the other point that the players without earning money make them play well. Like, see, little money, and especially you can count loads of players like 10 goals a season and earn 300k a week. Are you joking?
Yeah.
Like,
Ooh, what's happening here? Just having a couple of lag issues there. Having connection issues here. We were having connection issues there. Say that last bit you said there, because I couldn't catch it. It kept lagging.
just saying that, like,
connection issues. I don't think it's mine. We're having too many connection issues now. I think it's going to disconnect. Right. Anyway, on what he was saying, he says yes for normal football, but no. Sorry, yes for Manchester United rise, but no for normal football. That's interesting. That if you look at Manchester United, they today signed a new deal with Marcus Rashford, 200k, £200,000 deal a week deal, 4-year deal, I believe it is, with and the calls failed. Right. Right, we've lost connection with Benny. I think he got practically everything. I think he got all of his points across there. Good, very good call. I've just told him thanks for calling anyway. We were having a couple of technical issues with that. Not sure whether that was down to my connection, whether that was down to his. I agree with what he says. He doesn't think that it's I won't be able to do that because I won't be able to. I won't be able to. I'm back on again because I've got other calls coming in. Sorry, Rashford. We had a couple of technical issues, unfortunately, and it just totally knocked the call up. Oh, right, we're getting a Hangouts call now. I believe this would be. It is Joe. Right, give me a second, mate. Just going to read a couple of the comments. Fair point that Rashford made, even though he's still trying to call in again. We had a couple of technical issues, and technical issues got the better of us, unfortunately. Dowsy FC. I believe that it is ruining football because there are young players who are not experienced and cost large amounts of football, but also it isn't because you also have players like Lionel Messi and Ronaldo who have earned the price they are getting. David, thanks for joining the stream. But yeah, money is ruining football with the ridiculous price tags and release clauses. I wasn't been moving Liam Martins. He's been on day in, day out practically. Football Channel, thanks for joining the stream. Gillingham are going to smash the hell out of League One next season. League One title will be Gillingham's. Good luck. Who knows? Unpredictable leagues. But who knows anyways. Yeah, on Bashford's point, even though there was times where we couldn't lost a call. Yeah, don't worry about Rashford. I think we got all the points that you wanted to make there. If there was something you didn't say in that call, feel free to put it in the live chat, mate. So I want to another call. It's one thing that happens when you do call streams. People just have to be patient, unfortunately. So I don't answer quickly. But fair points that Rashford Joao made there, and obviously a good call. It's nice to get back to these call-in shows. But Joe, how are you doing, mate?
Yeah, right. So, do I think football's ruining, rather money's ruining the modern football? Straight up.
Yes or
I
no?
don't even know what I thought about that. 100% don't need to think about it. It depends if you want me to answer in a football term or the ticket prices term, or do you just mean overall football?
Well, yes and no, and then if you can, I forgot the word now. Nearly said evaluate. If you can say like, is it or not, or if you have 2 points to the debate,
Yeah.
and just like trying to like
First of
say in
all,
more detail, really.
First of all, I think fans shouldn't be having to pay all this money to watch half the time. I'll keep it PG. Rubbish performances, heartless.
That's mainly Borough, isn't it?
Yes, it's all in. You shouldn't have to be paying all that money to watch it. And it's sad to see teams like Wolves, Man City, completely buy the way up like that. It's sad. I mean, it gives less chance of obviously comeback and stuff. So when comebacks do happen, it's a special thing. But teams just buy the leagues now, and it's sad. Fans need to be made of money, like absolutely loaded, to be able to get to every game. I mean, we're lucky to have season tickets, but people a bit poor can't go to hardly any games, and then by only being able to go to 5-6 games a season, they get called glory hunters for going to the best games, and it's just. I mean, you could be Sunderland and sell tickets in Happy Meals and stuff, but giving them away to schools. But yeah, overall football is ruining the modern game. Fans can't sell out the stadiums as much now, which downfalls. One, you get less opinions on the games because it's less people watching it. Two, it's just don't give the players that edge to get with the atmosphere, and it just overall prices now. I mean, I'll say it. Footballers are well overpaid. Like it says here, £200,000 a week to score 45 goals in 175 appearances. Is that worth £200,000 a week? Definitely not.
Oh, that's what Joe's put. I'm guessing you've just read his comment there.
Yeah, that's exactly what.
Welcome, Joe Bind. Thanks for joining, by the way.
It's like you get more heart on me when they're not getting paid this much money. I mean, you don't even need to like football. Let's put it this way. To be fair to Gareth Bale, he didn't come out and hide it. He said he doesn't care if he doesn't get game time. He'll just go and play golf on a Saturday instead. He gets paid all the money. He says that exactly there. Footballers get paid for going to training and going on a little bit of a diet. I do appreciate I'm a meat eater myself. I love meat. I love fat food. Going on a diet is hard. Is it worth £200,000 a week? Look at army soldiers. They need to be fit.
They actually get paid less.
No way it's worth £200,000 a week. I do appreciate the training's hard and stuff, but that's just on about players getting overpaid. Overall, it ruins, like, I mean, look at some of the prices now, especially for youngsters. Like, I'm sorry, but you get loads of up-and-coming talent who are on the bench for Chelsea and never get seen again. I mean, Ben
Mm.
Gibson was an up and coming talent. I mean, to be fair, he's got Chelsea. He's not getting paid all. He weren't worth too much money. But Adama Traore, you get all these up and coming talents that were going to be worth 200 million, absolute overpriced, I will say. And then it's just. I think youngsters for me is the big thing in football. I do appreciate they can be good, but too much money to buy for someone who could be good, considering like he also could be a massive flop as well.
It's interesting you mentioned transfer prices, which is something I was going to come on to anyway. I believe transfer prices, well, a lot of them are quite high, especially João Felix, that 112.9 million bid from Atletico Madrid when he's only 19.
I've never heard of it, and he's worth all that money.
He plays for Benfica, and he's in the Portuguese team. But he's quite a good upcoming talent, but 112 million, I mean, it's stupid money, isn't it? And I agree with you. I mean, in my
That's what I'm
opinion...
going to say now. This is very controversial. I don't even know if I should say this, but I'm going to say it as nicely as possible. I'm not saying Pep Guardiola's not a good manager by any means. He is a good manager. But what I'm saying is, look at Wenger. Look at managers who are really good managers, but didn't spend it as much.
Pochettino.
Pochettino, exactly, that's who I was thinking of. They're the managers who impress me. They're doing it by good managerial skills and good academies, etc. Not having loads of money and having the wealthiest owners. For me, they're the managers that impress me. I'm not saying they're the teams that impress me, like, oh, they're playing so well. Well, the City obviously play better. But for me, they're the best managers. The managers who don't just buy the way up. The managers who actually manage a team, manage them well, without just spending tons of money. Gary Monk came into power, wasted 50 million, left a couple of months later, went to Birmingham. It's
unbelievable. I think I remember Pep Guardiola, but I'm not actually sure whether he buyed the Bundesliga title when he was at Bayern. I'm trying to think. I swear the season he went to Bayern, I'm sure Bayern signed Lewandowski the season he was there. I can't remember now. It's been there a long time.
You spend all this money, and then half the time you spend it all in the flops. Again, this is controversial.
That was Boa, really.
Paul Pogba has some good games, but he also is not worth the money he was worth.
Yeah.
Neymar's an Instagram player. He's an Instagrammer. Pogba's a haircut person.
Mm-hmm. And Lingard's the beans. Well, fair points. I mean, fair points there.
Basically, my main point is football is 1,000,000%
ruined. Yeah, I agree with you. I think when you look at it, you see teams that are struggling for money and are actually doing better. Now, with Borough, I mean, everyone's saying that Steve Gibson's got no money. Now, if that's the case, why can't Borough get a financial takeover? I don't know why, because they never do.
This is a very not popular opinion, and 110% understand why people disagree with me. But I like Steve Gibson because he's simply passionate for the club.
Yeah, that's a fair point.
Owner, but I think it's nice to have an owner who's passionate and from the area, and then a foreigner who doesn't go to any of the games. But then I can't 100% agree why people want the money. They want to win competitions. I 100% agree. It's an unpopular opinion, but that's just my opinion. But like I say, it's sad what football's turning into. And for me, the question is, what's football going to be like in 20 years?
God knows, really. Yeah, absolutely agree, mate. Top notch. I don't think there's much more I could really add on to that. Practically all the points I was really going to think about. Transfers are too high. You've got player wages that are too high. Rashford, 200 million. He'd be lucky if he got 100 million half the times. So he doesn't really play that well. Pogba, plays for the money. Sanchez plays for the money. Yeah, it ruins it. You've got players who just play for the money and they don't really care about playing for the badge. I just think it's just stupid.
Here's one more point. Yes, they might not be getting paid as much. Just example, Jason Steele. He's not getting paid as much as Pogba and all that, obviously.
But he does better than them.
You get players who are sat on the reserves, not kicking a single football in a league match for a full season. They're making more in a week than someone would make in a year. And they're grinding the absolute bottoms off.
Fair point, fair point. I'll say, I don't know if there's any more calls waiting to come through. I'll just have a check quickly. Nope.
Is that
David Hoyle wants to come on, I think.
Alright.
But I don't think he's called in yet. Is anyone else still in the live chat? Just check. I'm going to have a look at the comments just quickly and then see if you have any final points after that. Liam's put Japan the seater. No, it's Jown the seater. Yeah, he is from Fergie United. Remember when Reading were good? No, that's because they never were. I don't know why you're saying that, Nick, because they used to be a Premier League team back in 2000 and... I can't remember now, 2010 something. David will tell you. The Gills, for once in League One, have the best squad. Nathan Thomas on loan from Sheffield United. It wasn't actually that great. 4 goals in 16 appearances. That's about a quarter of the games that he's scored in. The Gills will beat Ipswich on Boxing Day. That's what the FC says.
Yeah, and the one thing that it's not as much, it kind of thing. One thing that does my head in is players getting paid that much money. We spoke why they overpaid. Something else I forgot to say for them to walk and stand still on the football pitch.
Yeah. Got a point, lads. Really does. I think that'll probably be it though. Fair points, mate. Really fair points, mate.
See you, mate.
Thanks for coming on, and catch you probably tomorrow. Yep. Cheers, mate. See you in a bit. You've heard it from Mr. Joe Willett there. So, does Guardiola buy the Premier League title? Maybe, since he's won it the past this season and last season. And a lot of people have said, do Manchester City buy the Premier League title? Do teams buy the Premier League title? A lot of people will say yes. There's a lot of teams who said that Man City buy the Premier League title, and they have said that this season and last season. However, this season was closer. It was between them and Liverpool. So either of them could have won it. So they can't have really bought the Premier League title this season. I don't think Pep Guardiola actually paid for... I don't think he bought the Bundesliga when he was at Bayern. Although Bayern are well known for winning anyway. So no one can say that Bayern buy the Bundesliga title when this season they didn't. They didn't really buy anyone of brilliant quality. And, still won the league just ahead of Dortmund by about a point. David Hoyle, if you want to call in, feel free. Still taking calls on Skype, Hangouts, Facebook and Hangouts. So please feel free to get your calls in. We'll still be live. We're going to stay live for another couple of minutes. We'll have time for, I think, 1 or 2 more calls. And then I think we'll have to wrap it up there. We'll keep getting your comments in the live chat, by the way, about this debate. But I think it's an interesting one, really. And I did do a poll on Instagram before, saying, is money ruining modern football? And one of the guys that I know, Ben Natman, he said, no, it doesn't. He said, no, it isn't. So that was interesting. And what was the other one? What was the other one? I'm trying to remember now. Before we get to David's call, this might be the last call we get on tonight, unless anyone else calls in on all the stuff. Thing to call me on the down in the description. But I think about 64% of people did say yes to that poll I did on Instagram. That yes, money is ruining football. And there was about 18, 19 people who said no. But we're joined by Mr. David Hoyle. Hello, mate.
Hello, Daryl. How are you, mate?
I'm not too bad, mate. Welcome back to the channel again, mate. I'll say we're talking about the debate, as you know. What would you like to say, mate?
Well, for one, I completely agree with you. I mean, what Joe Willis said about money ruining football is absolutely correct. Because, I mean, it's like ruining the beautiful game. I mean, you look at the price tags clubs stick on players and all that, around about like the 80, 90, Crystal Palace stuck 100 million price tag on Zaha, 60 million on Wilfred Bazaka. It's like ridiculous. And also the amounts they're getting paid at the club as well. Like, I know over in China it's something ridiculous, like 615k a week.
Yeah, but you have to... Sorry to pause you a second, mate.
Like 150, 200,
Carry on.
180, that sort of thing. It's ridiculous how much they're getting paid for footballers these days.
Can I just pause you a second? You have to remember that China are practically where the most richest chairmen and owners are. That's why most players go to China, because the money's a lot bigger there. I do agree it is ridiculous, the amount of players that go to China for money-wise and how much money they get paid in China. But you have to remember that China is where the all the rich people are. All the people in Asia have more money than everyone in Europe and everywhere else. The people in the Asian countries are the richest people in the world, especially the businessmen.
Yeah, we've got Chinese owners and all.
That's why the Royals are quite a rich club then. Well, should be, unless they don't invest that much money into it. But Chinese clubs have lots of money invested into them. They have a lot of financial takeovers. And that's something you have to remember.
Some clubs in England that have that have got Chinese owners, and I think I know two of Chinese owners.
City.
I know Southampton of Chinese owners.
I think Man City is.
There's more clubs that have Chinese owners as well.
Isn't it Man City?
No, those aren't. No, the owner of the club isn't Chinese. I think he's more South Arabia or southern
Saudi Arabia.
South Arabia, yeah.
No, not South Saudi.
Saudi Arabia. Sorry, I think it's more like that.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. So yeah, okay. I suppose that is. In a way, adding on to my point. Just going to have a look at the likes and stuff. We're currently on 10 likes. We're doing incredibly well. Fantastic. Thank you very much for your support. And please do subscribe to Joe Bidditt, Rashford Jawara, and David Hoyle, the guys who have called in today. And do subscribe to the channel if you are new. Feel free. I'd be massively appreciated. And yeah. So yeah, in a way, okay, I might be wrong by the fact that I'm saying there's quite a lot of clubs in China that have loads of money, and at the same time, I could probably be correct. But I'll admit I did forget there is Chinese owners and Asian owners in the United Kingdom. That's one thing I did forget. So I do apologise about that, but it's bouncing off each other's thoughts and opinions. What else do you want to say, mate?
Right. To be honest, I mean, we are getting like more in England than we do English owners.
True. Nick Muller's just put does not Reading, it's Reading. I said Reading.
Yeah, you did say Reading.
I did say Reading, mate. I learned that ages ago. Ipswich since 1972 when I was born. That's nice. Gillingham since 1989 when I was just 11. Not been buzzing about Gillingham in the third tier since 1999 to 2000 when I said Gillingham would go up. Probably didn't. But I mean, if you look at give me 2 seconds, mate. If you look at clubs like Manchester United are supposed to be one of the richest clubs in the Premier League, if not the richest. Have very rich owners in the Glaciers, and they don't invest money into the club. We're supposed to be the richest club in the world, and at the minute United are turning into probably the most poor club in the United Kingdom with the way the Glaciers own it. You got the Glaciers, who are absolutely trash. You got Ed Woodward, who is as sly as a wet fart. And, well, as good as a wet fart, should I say. And he's quite sly. Then you've got an unexperienced Premier League manager who's only managed in the Norwegian League and obviously managed at Cardiff for one season. That wasn't that great for him. And I know he has Premier League experience, but not as a manager, really. So, you look at some of the richest clubs in the world, but people won't do financial takeovers and won't invest money into the club. It's one issue.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you get owners that really don't bring like a lot of money into the club, and they don't give the managers a lot of money to go out actually spend on players that they want to bring into the club, like players that they've worked with, for instance, like for at Chelsea, like Jorginho, Gonzalo Higuain, for instance, or for instance Ben Yedder for Unai Emery, and Manuel Neuer for Pep Guardiola. That's who they've worked with, for instance.
Fair enough. Oh Jesus, I've just cottoned on. What? Nick Muller is 47.
God's sake!
Wow.
Anyway.
Wow.
Hang on.
I thought he was quite young there. 1972. That's
2019.
Yeah, 47.
19. Hang on a minute.
Yeah, he's 47. He's 47. I didn't actually realise that. Wow. I didn't actually realise that.
1989.
I thought Nick was about the same age as me, or just a bit older. I didn't know he was that old. Wow.
47, yeah.
Wow. I'm astonished.
Yes,
It's not as good as a fart in a bath. That's nice, mate. The one other thing I want to say, right?
I don't want to see that. I don't think I want to see that type of thing.
Hey, Match Day with Max has joined in. Thank you very much for joining. Max has put, what's the link to calling? Great show, mate. You can call me on Instagram if you want after I've finished with this. I'm taking Instagram calls, mate, so if you want to call in on there, feel free. But great to have you on, mate. David, final thoughts. What's your final thoughts, mate?
Well, my final thought is on some clubs and all. I'm going to say something about Premier League clubs here, because I mean, you get the players and the managers, right? The managers and the owners. Some of them I just really hate, because they just come into the club, and they just completely mess about. They don't put much money with the managers in the first place, and they just completely keep on using
I'm not doing
the same players match after match, and the same tactics match after match when it's not working, and they just constantly keep on having the manager around for long periods of time, even though it's not working and he's not getting the results. It's like absolutely ridiculous. And why the owners don't get rid of the managers when they know the results aren't going their way, I really don't know, man. Literally, it's ridiculous. And I just wish the owners would do it early. You know, get rid of the manager earlier on in the season instead of getting rid of them when it's like really late in the season and there's basically nothing. If you're in a relegation battle, there's not, and you're like really in the 24th and 23rd, and realising there's nothing you can do to stay up. Really, I just hate owners doing that.
Yeah, very, very, very fair point, mate. And I do agree. I do agree. The owners can be an issue, but there is some clubs that actually have good owners. But you know, overall, do you think money ruins football, or do you think not?
I do. Completely, money ruins football. 100% it ruins football for me.
Fair enough. Yep, that's fine. Listen, David, thank you very much for your call, mate, and we'll catch up with each other later on for a game of FIFA if you fancy it.
By the way, Nick Muller, I've just got one thing to say before we season. Now we may have our theories on how poorly our clubs are doing and all that, although we support different clubs and all that.
Yeah.
But this is basically one thing I'm going to say right now. Literally, we may complain about the managers and the players not doing well quite a lot, but we might as well say this now. I mean, might as well say that it's going to be a really interesting season, despite our clubs being in separate divisions. I mean, my club being in the Championship, yours being in League One after your relegation from the Championship. But let's just see how our clubs do this season. Although we might do poorly, we might do well. We might as well just support our clubs right to the very end.
Yeah. Never mind. Listen, anyway, David, thank you very much for coming on the stream, mate, and we'll catch you later on. And
Martin, I see in the live chat you're saying, when's my next stream gonna be? Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I may just be doing one later this week, so keep your eyes out for that. And if you do wanna keep up with the live streams and the videos on my channels, guys, please do subscribe to the channel, guys. I'm still really struggling on 87 subscribers, so if you could subscribe to the channel, push that number up towards the 100 mark, that would be highly appreciated.
Yep, there you go. You've heard it from David Hoyle himself. Right, is that all? Is that all now?
That's everything.
Good. Okay, mate. Thank you very much for coming on. We'll catch you later.
Yeah, catch up later.
Wow. I tell you what, we've had some incredibly good calls tonight. Well, I have to say, everyone's call tonight's been great. We have time for another one. I believe Max said he wanted to call in or something like that, as he asked what was the link. Where did he put it? Oh yeah, what's the link to call in? Great show, mate. Thanks very much, mate. I say, Max, I am taking calls on Instagram, by the way, as well, if you want to call in on there. Is there anyone else still in the live chat? There's people aren't in the live chat. Who else is in there? Max still in there. You feel free to call on excuse me. feel free to call in, Max, if you want to call in. I'm taking them on Instagram, as well as all the others. We've got time for some more calls, and we'll probably end this when this gets to the hour mark. It's currently on 47 minutes, so we have time for, I'd say, another call. Will anyone else call in? That's the question. Yeah. Not coming through so far. Definitely not 25 and 15. Oops. So David was talking mainly about the ownerships of clubs, and very fair points. Very fair points. Everyone's made fair points today. It's been a fantastic stream. Really enjoyed listening to everyone's opinions, and it's been an interesting one because there's people who are gonna obviously agree, and there's people who's going to actually disagree, of course. And I was prepared for that. And oh no, that's not even. No, that's not him. That's someone else. Well, I'll say I believe Maxwell's. I'm not sure if Max is still in the live chat, but if he is, then if you want to call in Max, then please feel free to do so. There is no link to call in, but you're just calling on Instagram or something, and then I'll just answer it basically. It's up to you. Couple of comments coming in, just all about ages and stuff and meeting people at football games, really. And I think if you look at it, and there's, of course, there's going to be teams, who have quite good owners and teams who don't have good owners. Manchester United's an example. Got a lot of money, but have poor owners who don't invest it in there. Max, Nottingham Forest, Northern Forest, they have okay owners, and they don't have that bad. They don't have really, they haven't done that well. But of course, they've had a couple of managerial switches with Karanka, and then Martin O'Neill, and Martin O'Neill's now gone. So I do think it's mainly down to ownerships, but in my opinion, I think it's not only down to ownerships, it's down to the transfer prices, the ownerships as well, of course. We have to think about player wages, how much a manager's going to get, like, from the board, the money investment, financial takeovers, and all sorts of stuff. Prices for tickets as well, mainly, is an issue. Both season tickets are about 160 quid for under 18s, that's me. But I managed to get my tickets early bird. So I was managing to get my ticket for only 135. And that's what happens when you do the early bird. Get it for a bit cheaper. Football Crucial, thanks, John. Can you see Paul Pogba force a move away from Manchester United? Because I've noticed he didn't turn up the pre-season today with the squad. Didn't he? Oh, well, if Pogba didn't turn up the squad, I think he's going to go. I think he's likely to go to Juventus. That is quite concerning for United, from considering Paul Pogba. I mean, be honest with you, he hasn't done that much for the amount of money he's getting paid. And for those who have just tuned in, we are still taking calls for the next 10 minutes, and then we'll wrap the stream up. Not sure. I don't think he's going to call in. Don't go off there for a minute, unless anything pops up. Did you watch my stream, Nassim? I wasn't able to watch your stream, unfortunately. I was busy doing mine, mate. If you want to call in, I'm still taking calls on Hangouts, Skype, Instagram, and Facebook Messenger, but that's mainly only for contacts. So please do feel free to call in if you do want to get your thoughts and opinions across. We're still have the calls open till the end of, till it gets to an hour. Thoughts on the Arsenal kit launch? I haven't even looked at the Arsenal kit. Football Fan Fever and the the Football Crucial, and of course Jack Will. Thanks for joining the stream as well. Please do leave a like. I can't get me words in today. Please do leave a like if you haven't already done so. Very much appreciated. Football Crucial. I think he's just going to leave United, isn't he? He is going to leave United, and I don't blame him. I do. Well, I'm not sure if I blame him. I think I blame the board really. He's not had a good season. However, he is United's top scorer this season with 13 goals. He scored 13 goals, and he leads he leads the assists as well. He's got the most assists of any United player this season. United giving Marcus Rashford a new contract was a bad decision. Not entirely sure whether it was a bad decision. Not great for United, mind, but I think it's good for Marcus Rashford personally. If you look at it, last season Marcus Rashford didn't have a good season. Didn't really have a good season. Now, I think none of the players in the United squad really had a good season, apart from Lindelof and probably Luke Shaw. And mainly one or two of the defenders and one of the midfielders, whoever. But the only reason I think it was that he had a bad season last season, and most of the players had a bad season last season, I think it was because of the board not investing the money and stuff, the wages and stuff. And I think it was mainly down to managerial transfers. So you had Jose going out, Ollie going in right near Christmas. Daniel James, kit number 21. He deserves it. He is about that old, isn't he? Matches his age. But I think it's good for Rashford. I just don't think it's great for United. So I don't think he was that great this season, but he might have a better season. This is the time where he can go on the pitch and now prove himself. Immediate Football, I'm not sure who this is. I'm guessing he must be new to the channel. Thank you very much for joining. Glad you're covering this, Daz. It's 100% ruining the game. It's fair to say, if I was going to say I'd say about 90-odd% is saying that it's ruining, that money is ruining modern football. Yeah, fair point. We had a couple of good calls today. If you do want to get your call in, Skype is Daz's Football Stand. And Instagram, Daz's Football Stand and all that. And of course, do feel free to keep getting your calls in. We are going to stay live for another 5 minutes, so if you want to get your calls in, feel free to do that. You've got another 5 minutes left for the calls, guys. Football Crucials, can you see either Liverpool or City signing anyone? Well, Liverpool are already signing. Will probably already sign a lot of people anyway, because with Liverpool, a lot of people are going to attract Liverpool anyway because they won the Champions League. A lot of people go to clubs who win the Champions League and all trophies. But I can see City and Liverpool signing quite a decent amount of players. But do they need all those? Do they need all the signings? Maybe not, because a lot of the people have obviously I can't remember what I was going to say now. I've lost my words out. Immediate Football. Now I've been watching this channel for a year now, and I was a moderator. I've had to get rid of a few moderators because I had too many moderators. That was why. I've had a lot of moderators, and I've had to try and cut down on the amount because I used to have. Because there's people joining the stream, and literally practically everyone was moderators, and I had too many. I just had to quickly get them. Hangouts video. The Hangouts called. Oh, it's Dan. How are you, mate?
People wanted me on the stream, so I thought, come on then.
Yeah, Liam.
Yeah.
I thought so. So, I'll say you can agree and disagree on this. Depends what you think. It's your opinion on this. And welcome back to the channel. You've not been on for quite a while, actually. So good to see you back on. And what would you like to say?
I don't know. What do you want me to say, really? I've just been told to come on. He's talking about is money ruining football, money ruining football.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course it is. Of course it is. You know, like you said before about all these young players, I think everyone knows these players are not worth the price that they're going for. But the reason why they're going for that price because of the potential that they've been given by, the people who train them up and the managers, and that's why they go for the big prices.
Yeah.
And also the wage bills as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also China as well. They're ruining it quite a lot because they've got a lot of money on the factories, and then bringing it into football, and then they buy like the Hulk, they buy Oscar and that. They shouldn't really be playing there. They're better than that, but they do that for a reason. We all know why.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So yeah,
Player
I
wages.
fully agree.
Player wages, transfers, they're just too high prices. I mean, you were just saying youngsters. Rashford, 200k. For United, not a great one for United, but this is no time for Rashford to actually prove himself, if he can.
I don't think he will.
Which I probably won't. Don't think he will, but just have to see how it goes. Whether he might work, might not. But I think I'm not sure if you watched the last transfer show. I was talking about that João Felix guy, the £112 million bid.
Yeah,
And he's only 19. See, there's players like him who are incredibly young and they're getting paid loads of money, right? And their transfer prices are extremely high. If João Felix goes to Atletico Madrid for 112 million, that would make him the youngest. Well, the youngest. Let me get me teeth in the right and the words the right way around. It'll be the highest ever amount ever paid for a youngster, and he will also become the most expensive.
Second highest.
Second. Is it? Pogba's 75 mil. I don't know. Then
Mbappe was about 150.
the most expensive youngster then, but I'd actually forgot Mbappe went for that much. But I thought I'm thinking that he'll become probably if not the first and the second highest transfer fee for a youngster, and he'll become probably second or third highest transfer in the world. It'll be above. It'll definitely be above Ronaldo.
Yeah, I know. I watched him in the Nation League, Felix, and I don't know what a lot of people thought of him. I thought he was absolutely terrible, if I'm being honest with you. He's
only new to the international matches, though.
I know, true. But people say big clubs should go for him because if they're serious about winning titles, they should buy him. But I think it's just like me because I'm like the same age as him. I'm 18, he's about 19. It's like I'm going for that price. It's probably on about. I'm better thinking now. He's on about 20k a week probably. Because you don't get much money in the Portuguese league. But when he goes to Atletico Madrid, he'll be on about 150k a week.
Yeah, prices are just too high.
I never expected Atletico Madrid to spend so much money on a player because they've never done that before. It is quite surprising they've done that.
It's normally Barcelona, Real Madrid and PSG and normally like to do that.
Yeah.
Interesting point that Immediate Football's just put here. Rugby players are on around 40k maximum a year. And there's loads more passion. And the record transfer for best player in the world in rugby at the time was 600k. Sure, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Modern football is now all about money. Rugby, as people show passion for the game. There's players at United, Sanchez, I'd say Pogba, Lukaku, and lots of players, not just United, but players around the world who just go to different clubs and just play for the money. There's players who don't care about playing for the badges and stuff.
Going back to the money situation, I think it can actually spoil your career as well because like a young teenager kid might feel it's good, he's been told by the press that he's got this promise to be like the next Ronaldo or something, and an example, like, and he gets this big move, and like, yeah, oh, I want 200k a week. I don't need to do anything now. I've set up for life now. I've got 200k a week. I don't need to do anything else. And after that, and he just
Yeah.
literally destroys his whole career because he just gone for money. And then he doesn't have to do anything. He doesn't have to put any more effort in. He doesn't have to work harder to get to the best level that he could possibly be. And at the end of the day, he'll end up spending for an average player on a lot of money.
Yeah. Oh no, what am I doing here? Yeah, fair enough. That's a fair point, actually. Fair point made by Dan there, ladies and gentlemen. We'll have to end the stream here, because we are just over an hour into the live stream. Dan, thanks very much for coming on quite late on.
Yeah, you're
Obviously,
welcome.
even though you were forced on practically, didn't you?
Oh, yeah.
Liam, but how did you know it was me? Well, because I saw you saying Football Fan Fever called us, mate. That's why. Just have a look here. How long to the end of the stream? Literally wending practically now. Media football should be for the fans. The ticket prices should be lower instead of the players getting more. That's an interesting point.
Yeah, it is.
And I think we might just mention that very quickly before we end the call and the stream. Football should be for the fans. The ticket prices should be lower. Yeah, I agree. The players get paid too much money, and the fans pay good money, a lot of money. If you look at Borough's, season tickets rise to about 400, 500 quid. That is the Championship. Manchester United adult season tickets, you're looking about 800 quid to probably 1,200 quid.
Yeah.
See, it's the prices, not just of football players and stuff. Ticket-wise, the money is unbelievably high. And it's because the clubs are wanting to make more money, as if they don't already have enough money from their financial stuff, their merchandise selling, programmes, badges as well at Manchester United. And obviously the board. The board won't invest money into the club. They'll invest it into the players and stuff and all the stuff. It's one of those things, isn't it? Now you can do, really. But yeah, I totally agree with that. Ticket prices should be lower. Players should be getting less money. Fair point from him. And I think we'll end the stream there. Is there any final things you want to say?
No, not really, mate. Thanks very much for having me on again.
Yep,
And, yeah,
no problem anytime.
Yeah.
Yep. And thank you all very much for coming on in the live chat, and everyone who's called in. Dan, of course, who's currently on just literally at the minute. Joe Willett, who's called in earlier. David Hoyle and Rashford Jawara. Please do go subscribe to all the channels. Football Fan Fever, which is Dan. Joe Willett's channel. Rashford Jawara's channel, which doesn't really upload videos on it, I don't think. Not that I know of. Or maybe because I don't receive many notifications. Because half the time YouTube's that bad, it doesn't send notifications, does it? And of course, David Hoyle's Football Fan 1484. Brilliant calls. Really enjoyed the stream. And Dan, thanks for coming on. We'll catch you later on, mate.
Yeah.
And if we can, I'd love us to get to 700 subscribers as soon as we can. So please feel free to share the stream around, share the channel around as well. It'd be massively appreciated. And I'd be very pleased if we did get that far. I'm not expecting us to get there like before the end of this, before the season starts or anything. I don't set targets like that, but I really enjoyed the stream. It has been one of my longer streams than usual, and hopefully you did all enjoy it. Please do leave a like, get your comments in the comment section down below. And from all of us here on Dazzle's Football Stand, we're going to leave you with some more music from Pretzels, which is some thing you can download on the laptop. Gonna leave you with a bit of music. Thank you for your support. We've reached 14 likes, which is the most I think I've had for a bit. So thank you very much for your support. And from us here, we'll stay in the live chat for the next minute or two from us here. We'll catch you later on. All the best. Goodbye.